I recently started making a vintage style map of a bunch of countries, like 40 or 50 different polygons, that approximates this map that I have on my wall with all the cool interior boundaries. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we are tempted to go ahead and go to here and say unique values and grab the color ramp that I made. I stole off of that map using a color picker and say add all values, and there's our values. Those look good. So what we want is an interior boundary though. So the obvious choice is to use a global effect of donut, which, yep, that makes a nice interior boundary. However, it's only on one of the polygons. So let's get rid of that. Let's go back here and let's use the Format All Symbols tool. Unfortunately, this tool is not there anymore, our structures tool. Thanks, Esri. So I thought there's got to be a workaround, so I searched and searched, and that's why I made this video, is because the answer is buried deep in a forum somewhere, and it's not very well documented anywhere. But this is what I found. Go back to single symbol, and then re-invoke our unique values. And now we just have the one all other values patch, and so we'll click that. And now here's our structure tool again, and we can now add a donut effect. That's great. Now we have a donut effect on all of them. So let's go ahead and make that like a 6-point donut. And we can go and make it a true buffer and accurate. And once we do that, we can go here and turn off our stroke and go back here. And now if we go back and get our vintage map boundaries color ramp, we can add all, and we now have an interior boundary of random colors, random 5 colors, which is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so let me clean this up just a little bit though, and let's go ahead and go to our properties and set a reference scale so that size of those does not change when we zoom in and out of current. And once we do that, we can zoom in, and it kind of stays where it's supposed to be, where we like it. Doesn't turn into a giant blob when we zoom out. And that's great. Our donuts are overlapping some of the labeling. So let's go ahead and go to our wonderful blend modes and use multiply in this case. And if we do that, our labels now show up and show through. And also, I think that it makes the colors look even a little more vintage. Huh? That's great. And the boundary in between our donuts, let's throw a blend mode on that just for fun. Do a feature blend and say overlay. And there we go. Now we have a map that approximates this map that I was kind of going for.